And then as we came back across the border, back into the U.S., one of the last visits that we had, or kind of experiences that we had, was going to immigration court, federal court in Tucson. And we sat through several basically deportation cases. Usually they were, the charges were with illegal reentry. And so again, realizing how many people are not anymore crossing for the first time, but who are crossing for the third or fourth time because they perhaps have spent most of their lives in the U.S. and were sent back and have no cultural or communal ties to Mexico, to Central American countries where, which may be their ethnic origin. But one such case that I remember, a man whose name was Gonzalez Mesa. I don't know his first name, only because his case was called and only his last name was given. But he was a young guy, looked to be in his early 20s, and he was charged with illegal reentry for the third time. During the course of his hearing, it was brought up that he had some prior convictions, one of which was a minor drug possession charge. Another was sexual intercourse with a minor, which turned out to be his 17-year-old girlfriend when he was 18 years old. His attorney also mentioned that he had been brought to the U.S. as an infant, and so all of his life that he could remember was in the U.S. All of his cultural and communal and language ties were to the U.S. He didn't speak Spanish. And as with most of the cases that we watched that day, the sentence was deportation, detention and deportation. And I just tried to imagine, if the judge in this case really believed that he would not attempt to return again. It sounded like that he had a young child with his girlfriend, and again, just having no connection to a community in Mexico. What is the likelihood that he's going to stay dependent now on the business of my